Good morning. How are you? So I'm on my way to work for the prison job. And we had a dusting of snow. Of course, I shared it on my page last night. And we still have some, but most of it, I think, it's cleared up. But there still is a dusting on the highway, which is interesting. I would have thought it would have evaporated by now, but it hasn't. It hasn't. So I hope everyone is doing well. This is day 3 of Vickmas, and I'm wearing my my Love. Is it my Love shirt? I couldn't remember. It's the XO or XOXO or Love. I think this is a Love one. And that's about it. It is 25 degrees. Tomorrow is supposed to be the coldest day, I believe, which will be maybe 17. I don't know. I finally did sleep a little bit last night, which was good. And I don't know. I know sometimes what happens is when I can't sleep is I'll pick up the phone and I'll get on to something. And I need to teach myself not to pick up the phone. But it's hard, and I'm going to admit that that's hard, and it's, it is addictive. And of course my nose is going to start running. Sorry. But that's the way it is when it's cold. My nose runs. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. I started my mom's car this morning. I was worried it wouldn't start because it's been a while since I started it, but it started right up. I've got to decide. I've got to get it ready to sell or something. I don't know. I just don't need all them vehicles, but I don't know. It's just hard to let go. I guess it's hard to move on or something. I don't know. It just is. It just is. So I wanted to come on and talk about a creator that I've been watching that I'm really enjoying. And that is Adventure is Out There. It's a vlogger with his family, and they live in the Pigeon Forge area, Gatlinburg area. So they bring a lot of Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg content, and it's really good right now since it's Christmas, because that's one of the, if you go to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Dollywood, and you come back and you don't have no Christmas spirit, then there's nothing that's going to give you Christmas spirit. Is the way I look at it. So to me, that's the place to go. And especially if you live anywhere near it and can drive there, you have to have a car there. You cannot, it's not a place you can just fly in and walk everywhere. I guess you could Uber, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. So I would just take it as it is. All right. Do I want to park in my boss's place since he's gone out of town? We're going to ride around one time, and then we'll decide if we're going to take his place away from him. I mean, he shouldn't be in here. He's leaving this morning, so. But either it's the day of the week, or I've missed the shot of finding a place, because it looks like I'm going to be riding around. Anyway, Adventure is Out There is a great channel. They also go to other places. It's not just Pigeon Forge, but I mean, that's in Gatlinburg. It's the majority of their content is there. So you know, if you're wanting to take a trip there, if you've ever been curious, they're the channel to watch. And that's why I suggest giving them a view. Now, we'll talk a few minutes about Temu. My coworker, she confessed, she said, why don't you leave Timmy alone? I said, because he makes me money. Right there, I said it. So, to all of you people who worry about that, say I'm doing it just for money, that is probably 98% of it. That I'm doing it so I can make a little bit of money. I don't, as I said, I try not to be totally cruel, but I could be, but I try not to be. I try to give him constructive criticism, and that's what I'm going to do now. All right, I'm moving this cone. I'm not riding around anymore. I told him I was going to park here if I had to, so this is me having to. I'll be right back. Of course, they've put a weight on that cone that they put there. I think it weighs about 20 pounds now. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, so we'll talk about Temu, and as I said earlier, I said that I did it to make a little extra money, and I do. I don't get rich. You know, I even offered a long time ago in a video that if he wanted me to donate part of it to a charity, to tell me what his favorite charity was. Of course, he never told me, so I'll just keep it for myself, or I'll donate to someone that I feel deserves it. Now, I did some checking in for Carl about St. Jude's. There was at one time that Amazon had the Amazon Smile program, and you could choose a charity if it was listed in there, where part of the proceeds that, you know, like the affiliate percentage would go to whatever charity it was, such as St. Jude's, but they've did away with that program. St. Jude's does have a wish list that where you can buy toys or some kind of supplies, and I'll try to remember to link that below. And I think that's all I wanted to say about that. Okay, Timmy took a walk through the Aquarius Casino, and there's a good portion of the video where he just, it's complete silence because of course they were playing music in the background, and you know, you see him talking, but yet he's not doing any kind of voiceover. You have to try to read his lips, or you fast forward it through that. My thing is that he could have easily did a voiceover. Probably wouldn't have took much effort, or he could have went the long route and tried to find some music to play over that. You know, I have tried to give him, I mean, I don't go and comment, I don't send him emails or anything, but if he, and I know he watches these videos, that there's ways you can put music over that. Even the iPhone has music you can choose from. The only thing about the iPhone is you're going to have to list the music down below, so you are giving them credit. But there is music that they won't copyright you, and you'll still make a little bit of money. I don't know if you have to share it, but anyway, I use Epidemic Sound. I've said that before. Yes, I pay a monthly fee to use them, but if you want to be a professional YouTuber and you want to use music, you either use a service such as that, or you go through the YouTube library of music and then tack it on. I don't know if you have to, I mean, this may be that you have to have YouTube Premium to get the copyright, the non-copyright music. I don't know that for sure, so I'll try to research that. And I know I shouldn't be trying to help him out, but it just makes me feel better. Okay, he is not worthy of my help. That is a true statement. He is not worthy of my help, because he calls me and others evil. He says, and so does his friends, we're not evil. We're not terrible. We're just trying to point out the flaws that we see in him where he is begging for money. That's it. That's all it amounts to. If he didn't beg for money, and he does beg for money, I don't know that I would even talk about him much. I'm just going to be real. So that's about all I got to say. I could keep on, but I need to get to work. So I appreciate all of you for watching, and if you have any other charities you'd like me to talk about, I can, since it's the month of giving. And I did not do, normally in these I will do a advent calendar. I chose not to this year. First of all, they've gotten extremely expensive. I don't like to get just one just to get it. I want one that either I can use or I could give it to somebody to use. And they've just gotten so expensive. The only one I really saw that I liked was around $150, and I just wasn't going to pay it. I just wasn't going to do it for its sample sizes. It was beauty related, but I just wasn't going to do it. Because I thought I could use that money elsewhere. I can give it to a charity. So that's why I am not opening up an advent calendar this year, if you've been with me in the past. So no advent calendar, but I will try to, just talk about some stuff that comes to mind. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I will do some beauty videos. I started to do one last night. Of course, I know I didn't do it. But anyway, I know I keep promising those, but they're coming. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.